I thought I would hop on real quick and do my Sephora sale haul. Didn't get as much as usual, just wanted to either get some things I'd been needing to try and needed something similar, or some restocks on stuff I use while I can get the discount. So the sale is going on now. I am Rouge, which means I get 20%, but everybody either gets, I think, 15 or 10, and then all Sephora collection is 30% off. So it's a great time to just stock up on the items you know you are going to need and you buy there anyway. And then I try to not really do any other shopping there except during the 2 sales a year, so I do just stock up on what I need then, or get things that have been in my wish list I was wanting to try, or some higher end things that you would never buy full price and that don't seem to go on sale a lot. It's a great time for those kind of things if you've got it in your budget. So I am just gonna randomly pull and see what is out first. I got the L'Oreal Professional, basically a 10-in-1 leave-in conditioner for color treated hair. The leave-in conditioner that I am currently using, I'm about out of, and I was torn between this one and the Pureology. I had heard good reviews about both of them, and then after I ordered this, I discovered that the Pureology one had a mini size. I would have probably done that, but I had already ordered this one, so I will just try it and see. It had good reviews too, so it's to help obviously just with tangling, but strength and shine, and is good for color treated hair, which mine is. So that was basically just trying a new product, but also an item I'm about to need. So that may be probably the only hair item, I think. Sol de Janeiro, I got basically a body guasha. It's wooden. I'm not gonna get it out right now. I've had like a jade one that broke, so I figure wood might be better for doing lymphatic drainage. So I picked this up. I didn't get their oil. It's just the body oil is so expensive. I feel like I can find a cheaper option somewhere, even though I'm sure this would smell better. But I think it was like $52 before the discount, and that just was more than I wanted to go, but I did decide to go ahead and try this. The Ordinary, this was just a repurchase. This is one of the serums that I use. It's a peptide serum, more for aging. I have one now and knew I would need a backup before the next sale, maybe even 2, but I got one for now. And then one of the other things I use skincare wise is from the Inky List, this one. So this is more for blemishes. I'm at the weird stage in life where I'm both, getting wrinkles and fine lines and starting to see sunspots and all those kind of things, but I also get acne, so I kind of have to treat for both. So I also really like this serum from the Inky List, so I got a backup of that. Let's see what next is in here. This is a backup. I am using one, and then out of all the makeup products, this is one of them that I go through fairly quickly. I've never bought the jumbo size before, so I just went ahead this time and got a larger one. I'll see how long this one lasts me. Of the Gimme Brow, I get the number 4, which is the warm deep brown. I like the 3.75, but they did not have that in the jumbo size. I've had the 4 before, and I don't feel like it's too dark, so I figured I could make that work to go ahead and get the better value and get the bigger one while I could get the discount. So that's stocking up on. I really didn't do too many makeup items. I didn't need a whole lot. This, I used the Benetint lip stain, and I am about out. And I decided I would try a different one this time. So again, trying something different as a backup repurchase. I needed a lip stain, but I tried the Clarins this time. Number 4 Violet Water. Online, it looks like I like this color a little bit better than the Benefit. So we will see. But that Benefit one is large. The big size of that has lasted me probably 2 years or more. So we will see how I like this one and how long it lasts. But it had good reviews, and everyone says the formula is really good on their lip stains and lip oils. So I had not tried any of their lip products, so I will see how I like that one. This was just a little Sephora collection. Basically it's a little mini travel pill case. I have a larger one that's for like your bag, but it's really, there are times when it's too large. So I thought I would get this for traveling or when I need to just carry a few things and don't need, the one I have is like double the size. So I don't need that. So I thought this would be plenty, and it was 30% off. I could probably found one on Amazon or Temu just as cheaper, but I was making the order, so I realized I could use one, so I just threw it in the cart. Oh, this is this obviously is a higher end brand, so I was glad to get 20% off. This is the YSL. It's essentially the pen concealer. I was looking for a new concealer. This has good reviews, so I will try it and see if I like the formula, and it's a shade match before I decide whether I'm keeping it or not. But yeah, it is more expensive, but we will see. It had good reviews, and I like kind of the push-up pen applicator. I thought that would be different and easy to use, so we shall see on that. This, I've had the mini one, and my mini one's about gone, and I do really like it, so I decided to go ahead. I know people have been using this for years, but I'm kind of new to the game. I finally finished up my mini, so I get the number 2 in the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Powder. So I went ahead and got the full size this time to start using when my mini is completely gone, but I've already hit pan in it. These are my favorite, but the only press-on nails I use, so if I'm not occasionally splurging and going to the salon or doing just gel polish at home, if I want fancy long nails, I am using these. They're the only press-on nails that ever work for me. I can, with the right prep, get these to last 3 weeks, so they had a new design, so I got these and look forward to using them. I try to pick up at least 1 or 2 styles every sale while I can get them at a discount. What else we got? I don't really need any eyeshadow palettes, but I have a little, basically like my little everyday makeup bag, or like a 5-minute makeup type bag for most days when I'm not really doing much, that has an eyeshadow stick in it. And there are days when I do want to do something besides just a sweeping eyeshadow stick. And I have a old MAC little palette in that bag that is broken, and the mirror is gone, and it's seen better days. It's old, it needed to go. So it was basically the same kind of colorway, and I was like, and I've never tried a Tarte palette, so I got this to replace that one so that I don't have to go dig out a palette from the other room in my vanity with all my eyeshadow palettes. This would be one to just keep for travel and keep in my little everyday quick easy makeup bag in my bathroom that's not with my full face glam, all that stuff in my vanity. So while I didn't need an eyeshadow palette, this does fill a need for having one conveniently in that bag. So this was the Tartelette Toasted Mini Amazonian Clay Palette, and just some great neutrals with one that's a little more of a pinky there at the bottom. It's got like a tortoise packaging, which I thought was cute too, so that will replace that palette that I'm gonna throw away. What else we got? Oh, I did get a concealer brush to throw into that bag as well, since I'm wanting to. I normally every day don't wear concealer, but I'm getting where I'm starting to need to. So I have a concealer brush with all my brushes that I keep in my vanity for like when I'm doing a full face or, you know, glam or event or date night makeup. But just for my quick everyday look, I don't have a concealer or a concealer brush in there, so I thought I would try that YSL concealer and then go ahead and get a cheap little concealer brush to keep in that bag. So I just got this one. Well, I could also get 30 off. I like the angle a bit. I stocked up on my 2 tanning items that I use going into summer. I'll use these a lot more. This Iconic London spray, they call it the Prep Set Glow. This is great for in between tans or when you really need it immediately. You don't have time to let one sit and rinse and all of that, or the next day you need it like to have a glow within a couple hours. I love this. It's good too if you just want to do like your face and neck, because that's all that's going to be showing. The smell is not horrible. I bought the brush, I think like one of the last sales that goes with this. That's great. You literally just spray it and then brush it in. It's a clear spray, but you can at least tell where you've sprayed. This is just great for a quick, easy, you just shake it really well. Love the packaging. I highly, highly recommend this. And then when I am doing a full body, like dark tan, I use the Saint Tropez. I go back and forth. I don't dislike the Loving Tan. It's a little bit more orangey on me, I feel like, and this one's a little bit more olive. So I do tend to gravitate to the Saint Tropez Express, the 1 hour one, but I always leave it on overnight. I shower and then do it before bed and then rinse off in the morning. It's just how I do it. But I like the color on this one, and I get the jumbo size so that it lasts me longer. Coming in now, it's spring and going into summer, I will use this a lot because I try to really stay out of the sun. I don't get that much natural sun, so if I want any color, I have to use one of these 2 products. So this is what I use when I want to be really dark, or I'm doing like my whole body. I like that it's a mousse. The smell is not bad, like a lot of them. The color is good. You don't look orangey, and it goes on as a brown mousse, so you can actually see where you're putting it, which I also really like. I don't like the products like this when you can't tell where you've put it. And then the one fragrance item I went ahead and got the big size of this, because the one I have now, I'm probably down to like right here on it. So I knew before the next sale I would be completely out. And I mean, this is obviously not a high-end perfume like they have, but it is more than I kind of normally spend. It's a little bit more than just getting like a Bath and Body Works body splash, but I love this scent. I'm really picky about fragrances. A lot of them give me headaches, and out of all of their scents, this is the one I like by far the best. This 68 one is, if you like Burberry Her or Ariana Grande Cloud, it has similar notes to that. I just really, really like it. It's not heavy. It doesn't give me a headache. You can really, I mean, I wear it year round. So I did, since I could get it on sale and knew I would need some before the next sale, went ahead and got the big bottle of that. And then the last items, I got 2, so I'm just going to pull out one here. I wanted to try these. They compared them to some of the higher end pills. I just like a product like this that's kind of multi-steps in one. Use AM or PM, face and neck. So you're kind of toning, moisturizing, cleansing, you know, sort of all in one. It's supposed to help smooth and give you radiance. They were really cheap when you got 30% off of them. This has 65 in it, so I went ahead and got 2 of these. They had another one too with a yellow, with a different color lid that was different ingredients. I can't remember what it was, but I chose this one. I also like that they're not scented, so I got these 30% off. So again, I got a few Sephora collection products. It's a great time to get those. They have some great products. And then the 2 samples I got very quickly. I got this Topicals body serum and a Tula moisturizer. I was disappointed they did not have any they didn't have any fragrances. That's how I like trying fragrances, is getting the samples. But they didn't have any when I was placing my order as an option, so I was kind of bummed about that. But anyway, this was everything that I got. Still a lot. It was, you know, not cheap, but definitely not as much as I've gotten sometimes in the past. I was really looking at just getting things that I needed and backups and what I need to get me through to the newer. There wasn't really any new makeup releases or anything that just you know, nothing that I just loved. The new Pat McGrath palette I thought was pretty, but not something I wanted to splurge on. So yeah, it was mostly just kind of restocks and backstock or getting a product to replace what I'm out of, that kind of thing. So anyway, that was my Sephora haul for the sale for spring 2025. Let me know down below what you bought, if anything, or you're planning to get, and if any of these products you saw today you would like me to do a review on or a follow-up on. I would be happy to. Alright, as always, I appreciate you watching. I would love it if you haven't, if you would like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.